Have you ever wondered why your heart still waits, even when your mind tells you it's time to give up? Why do you keep sensing that something or someone is quietly approaching, even in the silence of your solitude? What if your loneliness was not punishment but preparation? The heavens have watched your tears in the quiet hours, and your soul has been whispering louder than you think. There's a stirring in the divine realms, and I was sent to speak to you. Beloved soul, you haven't been forgotten. Not by time, not by life, and certainly not by the divine. While others rush into stories not meant for them, you have been chosen to pause, to heal, and to wait for something different. What if what's coming is not just love, but a love that rewrites what love has ever meant to you? A love that's not bound by logic, age, or expectations, but led by divine timing and sacred compatibility. You've carried disappointment like a second skin. I see how your spirit has been wounded, how you've blamed yourself for being too much or not enough. But let me ask you this. What if your standards were never the problem but the key? What if you were never abandoned, but rerouted for a love that could truly meet your soul's magnitude? This isn't about settling. It's about rising into a love that sees you, not just on the surface, but in your light, your purpose, your truth. This person, this energy approaching, it's unlike anything you've known. He carries a youthfulness not merely of age, but of spirit. His eyes are not burdened by cynicism. His heart is open, not reckless, but ready. And yes, he is younger, not to make you doubt, but to awaken you, to invite you into a timeline where joy is not measured in numbers, but in presence. Are you ready to be seen again? Not as someone trying to be loved, but as someone meant to be? Why now? Why this way? Because the old paths you walked were necessary to shed layers that couldn't come with you. You are not broken, you are recalibrated. You're not late, you're being perfectly aligned. This is a sacred unfolding. It had to take this long because you are not just being prepared to receive, but to recognize the one who mirrors your healed self. When he arrives, and yes, he will, your mind may question it. Isn't he too young? Will people understand? But let your soul answer louder. Because he won't see your age, he'll see your essence. He will not be intimidated by your strength, nor try to dim your light. He'll rise to meet it. Have you considered that maybe, just maybe, his youth is part of the plan? A reminder that love can still surprise you? You've prayed for signs. You've asked for clarity. You've whispered into your pillow at night, wondering if anyone hears. I heard. Heaven heard. The delay was not denial. It was construction. The architecture of a divine meeting takes time. But now the final pieces are being set. Trust what begins to shift in your atmosphere. Start noticing the energy that enters your space. Not just people, but frequency. You'll begin to feel lighter, more curious, even playful. That's not coincidence. That's alignment. You're syncing with the vibration of what's coming. Prepare yourself not by striving, but by receiving. By softening the parts of you that have been armored for too long. Ask yourself, have I truly given myself permission to be surprised by joy? Or have I quietly assumed my time has passed? Heaven needs your cooperation now. Not through effort, but through openness. Let go of timelines. Let go of how it should look. Let it come as it will. Unexpectedly, beautifully, and yes, younger than you imagined. He is not coming to complete you, you are already whole. He comes to witness you, to laugh with you, to walk beside you, not ahead or behind. This is not about rescuing. It is about recognition. Two souls meeting not to fix each other, but to fuel each other's evolution. Isn't that the kind of love your spirit has been aching for? Can you feel the shift already? A softening of the ache. A quiet hum of anticipation. Don't rush it. Let it bloom. You're not being asked to prepare. You're being asked to allow. And that's where your power truly lies. In your divine receptivity, in your sacred magnetism. You don't have to do more. Just be more of who you already are. The doubts will come, and that's okay. Angels never expect you to be perfect, only present. When the questions swirl, is this real? Am I ready? Come back to your center. Place your hand over your heart and ask, do I feel peace? If the answer is yes, follow it. Peace is the voice of the divine. He will be different from what you've known. He may challenge you not in pain but in growth. He will ask you to let your guard down, to show parts of yourself you've tucked away. But he will do it gently, with care, with awe, because when he sees you, it won't be with curiosity, it will be with reverence, as if he's found a rare treasure. And so I ask you now, are you willing to believe again? Not blindly, not recklessly, but with sacred wisdom. Are you willing to rewrite your story with heaven's pen? Because the next chapter will not resemble the previous ones. It will be softer, stronger, younger, not in age but in wonder. No one else needs to understand. This is your path, your calling, your divine unfolding. Heaven does not consult the opinions of others before answering your prayers. Your story is yours to live, not to justify. Walk in it boldly. Love in it freely. Receive in it fully. You're not alone in this season, even when it feels quiet. Angels are arranging, aligning, adjusting what needs to be moved on your behalf. Every delay has been divine. Every silence has been sacred. Every ache has been an echo of something greater making its way to you. There will be moments when your old self wants to resist. That's okay. Let her rest. She did what she needed to survive. But you are not here to just survive anymore. You are here to thrive, to laugh again, to dance again, to be held again, not in compromise but in clarity. And so I whisper this gently to your spirit. The unexpected is not a threat, it's an invitation. The younger energy you will encounter is not to remind you of what you lost, but to reveal what was always possible. Let your soul lead now, not your past. Open the window tonight. Feel the air shift. Say aloud, I'm ready in divine timing. Then sleep in peace, because someone is already on the way. Have you felt the dreams returning lately? Even the ones you buried years ago? Perhaps it's not by accident. What if those dreams were never gone? Only resting, waiting for the season of their rebirth. And what if this new presence coming into your life isn't here just to love you, but to remind you of those forgotten parts of yourself? Parts that still believe, still create, still shine? Don't dismiss what's awakening in you now. It's not nostalgia. It's a divine memory coming back to life. You're not difficult to love. Can I say that again? You're not difficult to love. The truth is, you needed someone who speaks the same spiritual language. Someone who sees with more than just eyes. This energy coming into your life will recognize what others missed. Because he's not arriving for convenience. He's arriving for connection. And not just connection with you, but with your purpose. Are you willing to let someone love the parts of you even you kept hidden? There is something sacred about your solitude. It has taught you how to speak with angels, how to walk through shadows with grace, how to nourish your own soul. You haven't wasted time. You've invested it. And now the return on that investment is beginning. But here's the question. Will you let someone join you now in the sanctuary you've built? Will you let someone see what you've made of your pain? He won't come to complete your story, but he will want to co-create the next chapter. Can you picture that? Two flames walking side by side, not competing but dancing? There is no need to prove anything to him. You won't have to shrink. You won't have to explain why you're still healing. He will understand because his soul will be familiar. And the bond won't be instant out of impulse, but instant out of recognition. Let's talk about the age again, not because it matters to heaven, but because it may still matter to you. Are you willing to release the idea that love has rules designed by fear? Are you willing to embrace the idea that the soul has no timeline? What if youth in him is not about numbers but about perspective, about bringing color where your life has faded to gray? Can you accept joy, even when it doesn't come in the wrapping you expected? This is not the season for you to retreat. It's time to emerge, not with noise but with light. Your energy has been shifting subtly for weeks. Have you noticed it? A restlessness mixed with hope? That's not anxiety. That's alignment. The space around you is beginning to hold a frequency of welcome. And as it grows, so will the magnetic pull of your heart. Who might you attract when your soul stands fully unveiled? Every love before this one had a role but not a destination. They were bridges. Some painful, some poetic, but none were wasted. This is different, not because it's louder or more intense, but because it's peaceful. Can you trust a love that feels calm instead of chaotic? One that feels safe instead of suspenseful? One that builds rather than burns? Your guides are not whispering prepare anymore. They're whispering open. That's an entirely different kind of instruction. It doesn't mean fix yourself, perfect yourself, or change yourself. It means unfold. It means relax into being. Have you been waiting for a sign to just be? This is it. He will meet you in the places where others turned away. Not because he's more perfect, but because he's more present. This love won't be about what he gives you, but how he sees you. And isn't that what you've always longed for? Someone who sees your softness as strength, your stillness as sacred, your silence as depth? Let's pause here, not to stop, but to breathe. Inhale this truth. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not forgotten. You are becoming the woman whose energy is undeniable, whose essence is irresistible, whose future is unfolding like the sunrise, certain, even if not fully visible yet. Have you considered that your deepest desires were placed there not by mistake, but by design? That maybe your longing for partnership isn't desperation, but destiny? You are not meant to do this life alone forever. You are strong, yes, but even strength deserves to be held sometimes, to rest, to be seen. He will not arrive to complete your journey, but to walk it with you with reverence, not rescue, with intention, not impulse. Have you dreamed of such a companion? Have you dared to believe he could be real? Can you hold the space for a love that mirrors the grace you fought so hard to embody? You don't need to convince anyone of your worth. Not him, not the world. You were divinely authored. And the more you return to that truth, the easier it becomes to recognize someone who was written into your story, not as a filler, but as a fulfillment. There's a moment coming when you'll feel the shift, perhaps in the middle of an ordinary day, or when you're doing something small, sipping tea, walking outside, laughing with no reason. In that moment, a thought will rise from deep within you. Something has changed, and it will be true. Can you welcome that change, even if it doesn't come with a warning? Not everyone will understand this connection when it comes. Some may question, some may doubt, but this is not their path. This is yours, and the only permission you need is your own. Will you grant it? Let yourself wonder again. Let yourself hope again. Let yourself dream with the eyes of your soul instead of the logic of your past. This is not naivete, this is faith. Sacred, quiet, radiant faith. And your faith is the frequency that calls this love forth. What if this time the story begins not with pursuit, but with presence? What if the beginning isn't a spark of chaos, but a sigh of peace? Are you willing to experience love without turbulence? Can you receive ease, Even if you're used to struggle, every step you take now is magnetic. Every time you speak your truth, the universe listens. Every time you soften into your own light, heaven smiles. Do you feel that? You are drawing him in not by effort but by essence. Stay open. Stay curious. Stay radiant. And so I ask again, are you ready not just to meet him but to meet yourself in this new way? Can you welcome not just love, but the version of you that's finally ready to receive it? What would happen if you stopped guarding your heart, not recklessly but with wisdom, and opened the door just a little wider? Would you recognize the one who walks through it? Thank you, beloved soul, for staying with me through this divine message. If your heart stirred, if something inside whispered, "This was meant for me," then trust. The angels have spoken directly to your spirit. They see you. They guide you. And even when you feel alone, they are walking beside you. Now receive this sacred confirmation. The number 888. This is not just a number, it is a heavenly code. 888 carries the vibration of divine abundance, soul alignment, and powerful new beginnings. When you see 888, the universe is declaring, you are ready. A new cycle is unfolding. The blessings you've prayed for are on their way, including the love that will honor your spirit and expand your destiny. Breathe deeply. Let this truth settle in your heart. And now say it out loud or write it in the comments. I receive. That affirmation echoes through the spiritual realms and activates the path before you. If this message touched you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss another angelic message meant for you. The angels have much more to reveal, and the next video may carry the exact guidance your soul has been waiting for. You are never forgotten. You are always guided. And love, true, unexpected, divine love, is already on its way. With grace,